child of a sitting president is facing a criminal trial.
This trial to last about a week or maybe a little bit longer, with opening statements set to begin tomorrow morning.
Did you realize that Hunter had a drinking problem?
Addiction, especially, there's so much shame surrounding it.
It's a matter of, are we treating everyone the same?
How can you appoint someone who less than 2 weeks ago tried to negotiate a sweetheart plea deal? 100% political move.
He was struggling under a massive drug addiction.
We don't know yet if Hunter Biden will testify in this case, but if convicted, he is facing jail time.
Charges against Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden is facing a 3-count federal indictment related to a gun purchase he made in October 2018. Here's a simple breakdown of the charges. First, he is accused of making false statements. In October 2018, Hunter went to Star Quest Shooters and Survival Supply in Wilmington, Delaware to buy a Colt Cobra .38 special revolver. When buying a gun, you need to fill out ATF Form 4473, which asks if you are an unlawful user of or addicted to drugs. Despite struggling with crack cocaine addiction at the time, Hunter checked no on this form, denying he was using illegal substances. The false answer is the basis of the first charge. The second charge is about making false statements to a gun dealer. When Hunter checked no on the form, he not only lied, but also knowingly gave false information to a federally licensed firearms dealer. This is a serious offense under several sections of Title 18 of the U.S. Code. The third charge is illegal possession of a firearm. Federal law states that anyone who uses or is addicted to controlled substances cannot possess a firearm. The accusations here is that Hunter had the Colt Cobra while he was actively using drugs, violating federal law. If convicted on all counts, Hunter could face up to 25 years in prison. However, as a first-time offender, he would likely receive a lighter sentence. While the maximum sentence sounds severe, the legal system often takes into account prior offenses and the specifics of the case when deciding the actual sentence. Key figures. Hunter Biden's trial is more than just a legal proceeding. It's a dramatic saga featuring a cast of notable characters who each play a critical role. Let's dive into these key figures are. First up is Judge Mary Ellen Norica. Appointed by Donald Trump in 2018, Norica brings a unique background to this high-profile case. Before stepping into the federal bench, she specialized in patent law, not exactly the kind of backyard you'd expect for overseeing a case involving federal gun charges. But here she is, presiding over a trial that's as politically charged as it gets. Her appointment was confirmed by a unanimous Senate vote, which speaks to her broad acceptance across the political spectrum. She's tasked with ensuring a fair trial amidst the whirlwind of media and public scrutiny. Next, we have Special Counsel David Weiss. He's the man who filed the indictment against Hunter Biden after a plea deal fell apart in 2023. Weiss isn't new to the high-stakes legal game. His role as U.S. Special Counsel places him at the forefront of this prosecution.
This appointment confirms my commitment to provide Mr. Weiss all the resources he requests.
Today, Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed Delaware U.S. Attorney David Weiss as special counsel in the matter, a major development in the deepening investigation into Hunter Biden.
Appointment of Mr. Weiss reinforces for the American people.
As a result of today's order is that he just has much more independence to pursue charges against Hunter Biden.
It's a matter of, are we treating everyone the same?
How can you appoint someone who less than 2 weeks ago tried to negotiate a sweetheart plea deal? 100% political move.
His actions indicate a no-sense approach to the case, especially after the initial plea deal, which would have seen Hunter avoid gun charges in exchange for pleading guilty to 2 tax charges, collapsed. Weiss' determination to move forward with the indictment signals his commitment to pursuing this case to its fullest extent. On the witness front, Haley Biden is a name that stands out. She's not only the widow of Hunter's late brother, Beau Biden, but also Hunter's former partner. Her perspective is bound to be unique and deeply personal, potentially shedding light on Hunter's state of mind and actions during the time in question. Then there's Kathleen Buell, Hunter's ex-wife. Their tumultuous relationship, marked by Hunter's well-publicized struggles with addiction, could provide crucial content to his behavior and decisions, particularly regarding his drug use and its impact on his life.
We've seen images of Hunter, the ones that were on his laptop looking disheveled. Was that the husband you knew in moments at times?
I came to own some of the decisions and choices I made, which was hard. That's heartbreaking and painful, and that wasn't who I was married to. He was struggling under a massive drug addiction.
Finally, we have Ronald Palimir, the owner of the gun shop where Hunter bought the revolver. His testimony will be critical in establishing the facts around the purchase, especially the details of how Hunter filled out the ATF Form 4473 and whether there were any red flags during the transaction. Together, these figures form the backbone of a trial that's not just about one man's legal troubles, but also touches on themes of family, addiction, and the intersection of personal and political life in America. Timeline and location. Hunter Biden's trial starts with jury selection on Monday, June 3, 2024, 8:30 a.m. in Wilmington, Delaware. The trial will take place at the J. Caleb Boggs Federal Building, a well-known location for legal proceedings in Biden's hometown. The trial is expected to be lengthy, possibly lasting over 2 weeks due to its high-profile and complex nature. The first step, jury selection, will involve about 250 Delaware residents. These potential jurors will be asked many questions to uncover any biases. Given the current political climate and Hunter's well-known family connections, it's crucial to find jurors who can stay impartial. They will likely be questioned about their views on Hunter being the president's son and their ability to separate their political opinions from the case facts. Additionally, they may be asked about any past involvement in political campaigns or public offices to identify those with strong partisan views. Once the jury is selected, the trial will move forward with opening statements, witness testimonies, and evidence presentation. The courthouse will be very busy, with high media and public interest. Courtroom seats will be available on a first-come, first-served basis, ensuring transparency but also creating logistical challenges. The trial's timing and location are significant. Holding the trial in Wilmington, the Biden's home turf, adds a personal connection. Starting the trial just months before the November 2024 presidential election adds a political dimension, as developments could affect public perception and voter sentiment. As the trial progresses, both legal teams will carefully present their cases. The defense will aim to explain Hunter's action in the context of his addiction struggles, while the prosecution will focus on the details of the alleged offenses. The nation will closely watch this trial, as it impacts not only Hunter Biden, but also the political landscape leading up to the election. Impact on the election. Hunter Biden's trial is happening at a sensitive time, just 5 months before the 2024 U.S. presidential election. This timing could significantly impact voter perceptions and media coverage, adding complexity to an already heated election season. President Biden's opponents are likely to use the trial to question his leadership and family integrity. They may use it to depict the Biden family as scandal-ridden, suggesting Joe Biden's judgment and ability to lead might be compromised. Expect numerous campaign ads and political rhetoric aimed at connecting the president to his son's legal issues, regardless of the actual connection. That said, the trial's outcome and any new developments could still pose challenges for the Biden campaign. If the trial reveals damaging details or results in a conviction, it could create a negative narrative that Joe Biden's opponents will exploit. Media coverage of the trial will be relentless, keeping Hunter's legal troubles in the public eye. Additionally, the emotional toll on the Biden family and potential awkward moments on the campaign trail can't be ignored. Joe Biden's support for his son resonates with many who sympathize with families dealing with addiction and legal issues. However, the constant focus on Hunter's trial could distract from the president's message and campaign efforts. Responses from Biden family. The Biden family has been vocal and unwavering in their support for Hunter as he faces his legal battles. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden have consistently emphasized their love and confidence in Hunter's recovery journey, standing by him both personally and publicly. The president often reiterates his pride in Hunter's resilience, highlighting his son's struggle with addiction and his journey to recovery. Legally, Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty to all charges. He asserts that he has been sober since mid-2019, a key point in his defense. His legal team argues that when Hunter answered no to the drug use question on the firearm form, he might have genuinely believed he was on the path to sobriety. This argument aims to introduce doubt about his intent to deceive, potentially weakening the charges against him. The Biden family's approach is to address the situation with transparency and honesty. President Biden has made it clear that while he supports his son out of familial love, he also respects the legal process and the rule of law. The White House has explicitly ruled out the possibility of a presidential pardon for Hunter, underscoring their commitment to legal accountability and fairness. First Lady Jill Biden has also been a steadfast supporter, often seen accompanying Hunter during his challenging time. Her presence at the courthouse and other public appearances reinforces the family's united front, projecting strength and solidarity.
Jury selection is set to start right now in the federal gun trial of Hunter Biden.
Happy birthday to First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, but this probably isn't the way she would like to be spending her special day.
We just learned First Lady Jill Biden is at the courtroom.
It's not clear yet if Hunter Biden will testify in his own defense. The entire trial expected to last a little more than a week.
The Bidens navigate this period by balancing their personal support for Hunter with respect for the legal proceedings, showing that familial love and legal responsibility can coexist. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.